Welcome back, everyone, or welcome everyone to another Let's Play by me, Brian. As you guys have voted, you guys wanted to see Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. It actually won by a landslide. It acquired 13 votes over Braid, which had none, and Paper Mario, which had 5. So, good job, everyone. You chose the game that I wanted to do. I don't know if that had any effect on it, but anyway, we're going to start a new game, and I'm going to let the cutscene play out.
Is this rain ever gonna stop? I've forgotten what the sun looks like. We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny. Dragon Shores. Yeah, I haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt. How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there's a Nork!
Is it working, Professor?
Almost. Just a few more adjustments to these orbs and...
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto angrier.
Calm down, Hunter, and stop fidgeting.
You saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, teeth like this, and they spit fire like this. Puh, puh. They sound much more dangerous than Ripto.
That's exactly the point. A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
It's working! It's working! I've got a dragon!
Whoa, rough landing. Hi, which way's the... beach? Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that, pussycat?
Well, someone forgot to invite me to the party. Were you trying to keep something from me? A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons! Gah! Ow! Crush! Kill it! Kill it! Go! You imbecile! You ate my scepter! I'll deal with you later!
Who is that jerk?
That was Ripto, and we have to get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand our worlds. Right now, I have to follow Ripto and see what he's up to. I'll meet you in Summer Forest, okay?
Hey, wait a minute! How do we get ourselves into these messes, pal?
And as you have seen, we have gotten the exposition for this game, at least part of it anyway. Ripto is going to be the main villain in this game, if you have not guessed from the fact that the title of the game is Ripto's Rage, at least in the US. In the PAL regions, it's Spyro 2 Gateway to Glimmer. So, in the US version, since that's the one that I grew up with, I'm used to calling it Ripto's Rage, and as such, that's the only title I'm going to be using for it. Now, in this Let's Play, I plan on doing 100% all gems, all orbs, which are the collectibles in this game, as the first game had dragons that you had to rescue. This game has orbs. The third game has dragon eggs. So I'll eventually do Spyro 3. I don't know how soon, but I will eventually get to it. Now, if you remember from the Let's Play Macy and I did for Spyro 1, the enemies dropped gems, and that's because the enemies were created from gems by Nasty Nork. However, in this one, they don't drop gems, they actually drop these spirit particles. Now, some of you may be thinking, spirit particles? No, we don't need the Spirit Bomb Goku. Anyway, the point of those is they activate the power-ups. In the first game, if you got most of the power-ups, I think... actually, I don't think you really got any power-ups, to be quite honest. All the power-ups that you got, like Superfly, Supercharge, all that kind of stuff, those were assigned based on the level or where you were at in the level. Like Supercharged, you had to go down a ramp for that, things of that nature. So with this, it's a much more convenient system because you don't have to map out like a ramp, and you don't have to program where a character, where Spyro will be able to fly without any issues or anything like that. But this game does have a few other restrictions on certain power-ups, namely flight. In this, and I can actually show you an example of this in this level, where they put restrictions on flying and whatnot. Now, what I'm trying to do is collect as many gems as possible first time round. Now, this level, Glimmer, we are not inherently supposed to be able to collect everything first time round. We're supposed to have to come back here after we do get to the second homeworld. But at this point in time, let's talk to this guy who will hopefully extend the bridge for us.
Ah, you must be the dragon everyone is talking about. Well, dragon or not, I'm afraid there is a small fee to open the bridge. It will cost you 100 of your gems to cross.
100 gems. This is Moneybags. We will be paying him gems over the course of this entire game, so get used to it. And unfortunately, his prices are a bit ridiculous, and his jokes aren't all that good. He's a bit of an asshole, to be quite honest. But let's pay 100 gems to open the bridge.
Thank you, Mr. Dragon. Spyro, was it? You can now use the bridge whenever you want, free of charge. I hope we meet again, when you have even more gems.
Yeah, he's not very difficult. He doesn't hide his motives at all. He is motivated by pure greed. Now, if you noticed, I kind of jumped around the fairies. Now, for those of you who have not played Spyro before, in the first game, fairies were... they gave you power-ups for certain periods of time. These are just save points, basically.
To get a good look around, hold down the triangle button. Try using triangle.
I'm going to skip all their dialogue because I don't want to listen to it. Now, if you notice over here, and I forgot to mention this, there's a ladder here. We cannot climb that yet. However, we will be able to climb it once we get the climb ability in the second homeworld. However, being that I've played this game so many times, I know of a little shortcut, if you will. If you want to not play the game as it's fully intended and instead skip half of this world, or not want to backtrack at least. And basically, we will do that in just a little bit. First, though, we're going to do this little mini quest, orb quest, called From Bounce to the Gem Cutter. He's having issues with little lizards, so we have to hit the lizards with these rocks. Now, not all of the lizards have to be hit with rocks. I mean, that one, if you're quick enough, you can get to it and use your flame attack on them before they hide in their little rabbit hole style things. So let's collect some more gems. And as you can see, this is the flight power-up. Flight power-up is rather handy. We will get to that in a little bit. And that will be one of the things that we need in order to get up that ladder before we actually have to. So let's aim. To aim, you hold the triangle button, and you spit by using circle. For whatever reason, that did not hit him. But generally, if you aim the circle over where the thing you're trying to hit, it'll generally hit it for you. It like adjusts height and whatnot, so you don't have to worry about adjusting your angle or anything of that nature in order to hit distant targets. It'll basically do it for you. Now, this game has a vast array of improvements as compared to the first game. For example, the charge mechanic, the controls are tighter. It feels like a better game, and well, I think it is a better game. I played this game actually before I played Spyro 1, so I was expecting Spyro 1 to be like this, but I was sadly disappointed. Now, with all these improvements, it just made it a better game overall. Now, we're going to follow Bounce, I think his name was. But we're going to hit this lizard up here. And we're backtracking through the entire level in order to complete this orb quest. Now, there are quests like this. This is one of the more tedious ones, but it's in the beginning, so we can get it out of the way rather quickly. So let's follow him. Get this rock. Oh, there we go. And you don't have to press anything in order to get a rock. You just have to walk up next to it, and Spyro will automatically swallow it. Now, you may have noticed there were little ladybugs scattered throughout the level so far, and you notice I ignored them for the most part. The reason being is because they are not enemies. So basically, those little ladybugs are the are like the sheep in the first game. However, every world has its own little critter in order for you to attack and get a butterfly as the to heal Sparks. Now, if you did play the first game, you know that Sparks does not swallow butterflies if he is at full strength. Now, in this game, they changed it so you will be able to keep eating them regardless. Now, the reason they did that is because they also removed the 1-up tokens from this game as compared to the first game. And what they instead replaced it with is a system in which you can get, if Spark swallows 10 normal yellow and pink butterflies, the next one Spyro makes available to him will be a 1-up butterfly, which is a blue sparkly butterfly. So we got our second orb by lighting all of the lamps. Rather easy of an orb challenge. Now this is where things get interesting. First, let me get these baskets and gems up here quickly, because I don't want to forget them. Because if we forget them, I'm gonna be like, where are all of these things that I'm missing? Okay, so it's all the gems up here. Now let's go back over to the flying power-up. Now this is where we get, this is where we start the, I guess you could say, shortcut in order to get up that ladder. You have to climb. You have to fly inside. Now I said there were restrictions, and as you can see, there's a meter on the right-hand side, and that meter indicates how far you're able to fly. And I screwed up because I kind of hit the lip of the one doorway, but it indicates how far you're able to fly, or how much time you have available to you in order to fly. And as you notice, it goes down rather slowly up until we get indoors. And when we get indoors, it starts diminishing extremely quickly, because we're not supposed to fudge. I screwed up again. Because we're not supposed to be able to fly using that particular power-up in that room. So as a result, they kind of shorten our time to such an extent that we should not be able to do that. However, if I actually do it properly this time, like this, there we go. The camera gets screwed up, but if you practice enough, you can get around the corner and use your hover maneuver, which was not in the first game, and you can get up to this area before and do the glitch again, but it looks like we should be all set. So we lit the lamps indoors, and yeah, they play baseball inside in that room. So we got all 3 orbs for this world, and it shows us how many, if we get all of them by having the 3 out of 3 or 4 out of 4, whatever the orbs maximum is. So let's go over this way, collect the rest of these gems, and we have all 400 gems. Now once we get to, let's talk to this guy.
Spyro, thanks for helping us fight off the lizards. Please take this talisman of Glimmer as a sign of our gratitude.
We get what's called a talisman. Now, a talisman will be explained by the fawn, Alora.
Next to me will take you to Summer Forest, one of the homeworlds of Avalar.
Okay, good job. But we completed Glimmer 100%, so that's set. Now we will come back in the next episode, and we will go to the first homeworld of Avalar, Summer Forest, and we will get an explanation of what talismans are and what they do. But yeah, we completed that, this entire level, so next episode we will go to Summer Forest and start... we'll clear part of Summer Forest, and then we will move on to the second sub-world, which is Colossus. Okay? And I will see you guys next time. My name is Brian, and I'm signing out.